And so when I was about 11 years old, right after the Munich Olympic Games in 1972, my dad was just reading the local paper after work one day, and I know what the article said because my mother saved it. She saved everything. I still have it. And it says, "Future Olympic champions sought in gymnastics." And so my dad said, "Hey, look at this. Makoto Sakamoto, he's the best gymnast in the country. He's starting a gymnastics program with the Culver City Department of Parks and Recreation. You want to try out, Pete?" And I said, "Yeah." So I just went down there, and I was one of 5 boys that he picked for this experimental program in the Culver City Junior High School Girls Gymnasium. We had to set up the equipment and take it down every night when we worked out. I only went there like 3 days a week to start off, and it was really fun for me. I just discovered something that I loved, and it wasn't a popular sport. I think my size helped. I was a little guy. That's kind of a high power to weight ratio. And I just started training with this Olympian who filled my mind with stories of the Olympics. He never really had to tell me, just be quiet, pay more attention, work hard. He never said things like that. He just filled my mind with stories. I'll give you a couple examples. I remember when I was first learning gymnastics, and I would tear a blister in the hand, and we all know what a torn blister feels like. You know, you blow on it, it just stings, and I remember thinking, "Oh man, I just tore my blister." He'd say, "Oh, you ripped?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, let me see." And he'd look at my hand and go, "Does it hurt?" I said, "Yeah, it hurts." He goes, "Oh. Did I ever tell you the time I was competing at the national championships back in New York in 1960, whatever?" He says, "I got up on the rings in the finals, and when I swung through the bottom, my first skill, I could feel my hands tear from the palm all the way up, both hands." And I said, "Both hands?" He says, "Yeah, both hands." "Wow, what'd you do?" "Well, I held on and I won." He'd turn around and walk away. I'd get up there and grab that bar again and try a little harder. Later on, when I was getting ready for my very first competition, I learned the value of doing routines over and over again. At the end of a day, I'm on the horizontal bar. I can't even hold on to the bar. You know, I'm 12 years old. I'm so tired I can't hold on to the bar anymore. "Mako, I can't hold on to the bar. I'm so tired." He goes, "You're tired?" "Yeah." He goes, "Well, did I ever tell you about the Kubicki brothers from Poland?" "No." "What about the brothers from Poland?" He says, "Yeah, I met him at the 1966 World Championships in Dortmund, Germany. I remember when I shook hands with one of the brothers, I looked down and noticed he only had 3 fingers in one hand. And he was a great high bar man." And he'd turn and walk away, and I'd 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get up there and try a little harder. And so what he did was he filled my mind with stories of great athletes, great Olympians, of the Olympic Games. And so he made the Olympic Games a romantic quest for me. I wanted to be an Olympian. And he also, he filled our gym with expectations. He never said, "If you do this, if you do that." He'd say, "By the way, when you make your first national team, this is what you'll experience. When you make your first World Championship team, when you make your first Olympic team." I'm an 11-year-old boy. He's telling me when I make that Olympic team. And so I just was naive, and I started to believe him. I'm going to make an Olympic team.